So this would be, for me, a good starting investment to wet the whistle, so to speak. When it comes to investing in gold bullion, there are so many options, from 1 gram, 5 gram, 10 gram, quarter ounce, and even an ounce of 24 karat gold bullion. It's mind-boggling how many options there are. So by watching this video, I'm going to give you my top gold buying tips, and I'm going to be breaking down each of these gold investments so you can really make the best decision what is right for you. So welcome back to another episode here on Future Investments. Today I'm going to be breaking down all of the gold investments that I have on show in front of me, from 1 gram all the way up to 1 ounce. We've got Tavex bullion bars, PAMP bars, and Royal Mint items as well. So we've got a broad range of items to give you a real diverse explanation on buying gold and maybe choosing the right investment for you. Okay, so let's start off with the basics. Maybe you're thinking about buying gold. Probably watching this episode, you're new to investing in gold, like when I was scrolling through the internet looking for 1 gram gold bar videos, 5 gram gold bar videos, maybe even quarter ounce. And if you're really flush right now, maybe you're even looking at 1 ounce gold coins. I know when I started, there wasn't an awful lot of videos. There was a few out there, but I really wanted to get the nitty gritty details so I could make the right choice. However, maybe you're a seasoned investor already and you just love watching gold bars on screen, coins as well, and hearing the thoughts and concepts and ideas of other investors. Maybe it's reassurance to you. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to start off with the smallest, and we're going to work our way through the broad range of items here, all the way up to 1 ounce. I'm going to explain how they're from the most expensive to the best value. We're going to talk about the premiums, liquidity, your own circumstances, your own investment goals, how they're a long-term low-risk investment. We're going to talk about some of the negatives about gold as well. And we're also going to be talking about avoiding certain pieces to maybe give you the best chance of making the right investment. As we start the video, I want to say thanks for watching. Make sure you stick till the end, because I've got an awesome clip from one of the biggest YouTubers in the precious metals game. They've sent me an unboxing for me to reveal on camera. All right, let's get straight to it. So we've got 1 gram gold Tavex bar here. Stunning pieces. Probably one of the cheapest 1 gram gold bars in the market at the moment. Brand new, that is, from a bullion dealer. Now, if you're looking at picking one of these up, it's going to set you back around £58. Gold price is quite high right now, so it's probably looking more realistically at around £60. That's what it's going to set you back for a 24 karat, 4 nines fine, 1 gram gold Tavex bar. I have multiple of these and I absolutely love them. Now, there is a lot of criticism about 1 gram gold bars, and if you're new to these and thinking maybe it's the first investment I should make, but I'm hearing a lot of naysayers saying don't buy them because of the premiums, well, let me explain what they're going on about. So generically, when investing in gold bullion, it's like anything. When you tend to buy quantity, you get better value for your purchase, and that's the same when it comes to buying gold. In terms of weight, the smaller weight you purchase, the more you pay in premiums, and the larger weight you buy, for an example, a 1 ounce coin, you're getting more bang for your buck, so to speak. And the reason for that is because bullion dealers and mints, they add premiums onto their items to make a profit, essentially. And generically, the margins in selling bullion, be it silver and gold, the margins are very, very small. It's a quantity game. They need to sell a lot of stock to make profits. So what they have to do is, on the lower value pieces, they ramp up those premiums to try and get enough profit to make it worthwhile. But of course, when we're going up in scale, you've got much more valuable pieces. Those premiums don't need to be so astronomical because there's already large amounts of capital in that purchase. So 1 gram gold bars, £58, £60. Should you buy them? Well, my opinion, and I don't really care what anyone else thinks because it's my channel, my thoughts. You're free to have your own. Let me know in the comment section below. I love them. I think they're exciting. I think they're fun. I think they're affordable. And I think they're very, very liquid. Yes, the premiums are high, and in terms of an investment, it's probably not the smartest thing to do. You are paying well over the odds of what the item is worth. So you're going to need to hold this for at least 10 years to even get your money back. But I've always said gold doesn't make you rich, it keeps you rich. So if you're actually trying to buy gold to make money, this isn't the right investment for you. You should be focusing on things like index funds, passive income, maybe even riskier investments like cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin maybe. So this would be, for me, a good starting investment to wet the whistle, so to speak, to get you feeling comfortable with actually holding tangible bullion. After that, I think doing this for a couple of months, buying, or should I say investing in some of these, it really starts to build up your confidence that you can, add incremental bullion to your stack, watch it increase slowly, and, give you the confidence to maybe save up for larger pieces. So for me, I like 1 gram gold bars. I buy them even though I can afford much bigger pieces. So that will probably give you a bit of a perspective there. Moving on, the next size of item we've got is a 5 gram gold bar from the Royal Mint, the original maker of the Britannia. And wow, what a stunning piece. This was one of the first 5 gram bars I ever bought, and it's got a bit of a special place in my heart for that reason. Now, how much would one of these set you back? Well, it's going to cost you £306 from the Royal Mint. Fair to say, no pocket change. When I purchased this, it actually cost me around £250 nearly 4 years ago. So there's been a nice increase in those last 4 years for gold, so it's done me rather well. Not only has it preserved my wealth and hedged against inflation, but it's also increased in value. So I'm very pleased with that as an investment. Now, why might you consider buying a 5 gram gold bar? Well, it's slightly more capital invested in an item, and it's still very liquid. We're not talking thousands of pounds here. We're talking 300, 320, 280 pound, depending on the time and where you buy. So you're getting to store a fantastic amount of capital in an asset that I would still consider very liquid, because we're not talking about large scales of money here. Having said that, you are starting to get the better benefit of not paying heavy premiums. There still are premiums on these, don't get me wrong, it's a fractional gold piece, but overall I think it's great, and I think it's very popular with investors. I do often hear a lot of people saying they hold 5 gram gold bars because it's a real nice happy medium. So for me, I rate these very highly. I would continue buying them, but my personal goals right now do not fit with gold bullion. But if I was, I definitely could see myself picking some of these up. So I give a high rating for a 5 gram gold bar. Maybe that's a step up once you've become a little bit more experienced and confident when purchasing 1 gram gold bars. Now moving on to the next piece, we've got a 1/4 ounce gold Britannia. How much is this going to set you back? Well, this will set you back £462. That's the price from Tavex Bullion, one of the cheapest bullion dealers out there. Now, a lot of you will know this is my favourite weight of precious metals to stack. Why? It's a good question. There's so many options out there to choose. I'm not saying any of these are particularly, not a good investment. This just fits my personal preferences. So it's £462, 7.7 grams of 24 karat gold bullion. Why do I like it so much? Well, not only is it a Britannia, it has some amazing security features like the waves, the padlock which flips to a trident, and it features a Britannia and King Charles on the reverse. On this edition, other pieces feature Queen Elizabeth. I love it because it's a much larger amount of gold bullion. We're getting slightly out of that premium category that you might have with 1 gram or 5 gram, and you're getting a lot of precious metal for your money. You still do pay some premiums on it, there's no arguing that, but I feel like the value for what you get is fantastic. For me, it fits my circumstances regarding my financial ability to invest maybe on a more regular basis with these. It's still liquid, you can break it off as an investment, and you don't lose a massive amount of capital in that investment, because we're only talking around £400. So a very nice investment for maybe someone who's more experienced and more confident when it comes to buying bullion. Moving on to the next piece, we go up to 10 grams in gold bullion. This piece here is from PAMP Suisse, and Tavex Bullion have sent me this. It's a lovely piece. It's not actually mine, I'm just reviewing it for this content. It's a PAMP Suisse 10 gram gold, 4/9 fine gold bar, and wow, is it a stunner. The blue packaging reflecting against the contrast of the gold, for me, makes it one of the sexiest brands of gold bullion out there. You can see why they're so globally popular. Now, this is 10 grams of gold. So what sort of price point are we looking here? You're looking at £610. So now we're getting up into that larger category of investment, aren't we? This is sort of the value that not everybody can invest in, especially on a regular basis. However, you are getting a fantastic value for your money. You're slowly starting to move out of those lower fractional pieces where the premiums are so high. So in terms of expense to value, you can see it kind of moving out of that category. Again, it's still a liquid investment. £610, it's no pocket change, let's be honest. You're not going to be, doing this probably on a regular basis, but you can still liquidate it and, not lose out on maybe a large investment like an ounce of gold. For me, it's definitely a long-term investment, which I would consider low risk. We know that gold is a fantastic wealth preservation device that goes up year by year. Averagely, we can say around 9%, but that's not accounting for the true rate of inflation. For me, this is probably out of my typical range for investing regularly, but nonetheless, some of you out there may be wanting to pick one of these up more often, and I think it'd be very wise if you did. It's a very smart piece. The only thing to remember is bars in the United Kingdom are not capital gains tax exempt, so you will pay CGT on any profits made on that item. So you don't pay capital gains tax on the whole value of the item, just a percentage of profit essentially. Very popular bars, but not everyone has them because we're getting into that higher price category. Now moving on to the piece you've all probably been waiting to see, the 1 ounce Gold Britannia. This is without a doubt the best value for money you can get. You're storing around 31 troy grams in this ounce of gold bullion. Again, this one's from the Royal Mint, the original maker, featuring a Britannia with, again, the fantastic security features and the beautiful design. This one is capital gains tax exempt because any gold bullion coin and silver coin minted from the Royal Mint is classed as legal tender. You can see the denomination here on the reverse saying the value is £100. Now, of course, the true value of this is actually around £1,731 right now, given the high price of gold. So, is this too much to stomach for any investor? Is it a bit steep? Should you stick to buying more regular pieces? Well, tricky question, isn't it? It depends. Some of you will be quite comfortable out there and maybe you can afford to buy these more regular. And for some people, it will be a bit of a pipe dream. And I can totally understand that. For me, it comes down to your own circumstances and your own investment goals. They say comparison is the thief of joy. And I think that's very true. You should only try and compare yourself to yourself. You can look at others, what they have and what they've achieved, and use that as a target setter and maybe a way of tracking how other people are performing. But really, you should focus on yourself. At the end of the day, if you cannot afford a substantial piece of bullion like this, then you're probably like most people. This is an expensive piece of gold bullion. It's a fantastic wealth preservation device, the best value because you're not getting hammered on those premiums. We've finally come out of that fractional category of bullion. You're now in the realms of an ounce and up. For me, this is probably the most popular piece in the United Kingdom. Very popular in America and the States right now. The Britannia has definitely seen a wave of interest over there. But in the UK, a lot of the heavy seasoned investors and wealthy people will be going straight for 1 ounce gold Britannias, simply because it's a huge store of capital. You're preserving your wealth and hedging against inflation. And at the end of the day, that is the whole point of gold bullion. One negative to remember though is if you did need to liquidate your 1 ounce gold Britannia and maybe you only needed a small amount of cash, you're going to have to sell the whole piece. Gold bullion doesn't really work in the sense of just cutting it up and taking it to a bullion dealer. That is not realistic. That's not how it works. You sell the whole piece. So bear in mind that if you are investing in these pieces, you probably don't want to have the financial circumstance of maybe needing to liquidate it in the future. Very, very nice piece, very popular, but a serious amount of money that is not for everyone. Now, for me, there is lots of positives to gold. It's been around for over 4,000 years. I absolutely love it as an investment, as a wealth preservation device. But I think there's some important things to remember. Gold does not pay any interest. It's not going to give you any dividends either. If you're looking for something that's going to create wealth for you, maybe build your wealth through something like compound interest or passive income, then you need to look elsewhere. Maybe rental properties, buy-to-lets, HMOs are maybe better suited for you, or maybe index funds. They're also relatively low risk. You know, the price point has stayed pretty strong over the last 20 years and the annual yields have been very consistent, hence why I call it low risk. For me, that's what I would consider a low risk investment. So if you're looking at this video and you're thinking, I want to make money, I want to get rich, gold isn't really the investment for you. Gold's a wealth preservation device. Gold will keep you rich, but it won't necessarily make you rich. So bear that in mind. That's something very, very important. And finally, my top tips that I would have to say, if you're very new to the investment world, it's probably not a good idea to get caught up in the proof coins and these series pieces. There's a big push from bullion dealers to buy series pieces, proof coins. You've got the Myths and Legends series from the Royal Mint, or loads and loads of proof coins out there. For those pieces, you're going to pay huge premiums, and that really does affect your investment in this asset that's going to protect and hedge your wealth. So if you're looking to simply getting the market to preserve your wealth, to protect the currency you've got, try and stay away from those proof pieces, those series pieces, because you're going to pay a lot more to get involved with them. If you're going to do that, you become a little bit more of a collector than a stacker. There's definitely two sides to the coin, but that's just my personal experience. I'm a weight stacker. I try and keep the premiums as low as possible when I can. So that's been my top tips for buying gold regarding what's the best investment for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's been really fun to film. If you're new to investing and I have helped you, let me know in the comment section below, because I'd love to see if I've helped you. And maybe chuck me a comment and say what bar or coin you're going to be starting your investment journey with. I would love to see that. So thanks very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all in the very next episode. Bye-bye. Now, for those of you that are future investment die-hard fans, maybe you're even a premium future investor, thanks for watching till the end of the episode. I appreciate that so much. I know how important your time is and how valuable it is. So at the beginning of the episode, if you remember, I did say that a huge YouTuber has sent me parcel. Now, I have no idea what it is, but it comes from 365 Days of Silver, without a doubt one of the biggest precious metal content creators in the United Kingdom. So I've pre-opened it, but I haven't looked inside, so let's have a little look. Now, doing this with gloves on is not the easiest. Okay, so we've got a sticker from Stackers Social. So Stackers Social is a community group on Discord, which I am a moderator of, and it's a fantastic community where like-minded people can come and talk about investments with no stigma. There's also games rooms where you can play poker on a regular basis, and I'm often in there. So big shout out to Stackers Social. I'll put a link for that in the description below. Let's see what else he's sent me. Got to try and get it out. I don't know why I've done this with gloves on. Okay, we've got another 365 Days of Silver sticker. That would be fantastic. Thank you very much. I've got one on the wall behind me, so thank you, 365. And we have got, oh, he sent me a coin, what looks like it's from Shards. We've got some more goodies in there. Just for the moment, let's pull it out. Wow. We've also got a poker chip from 365 Days of Silver, referencing Stackers Social. That's so awesome. Thank you so much, 365. I've got plenty of poker chips now, so that's going to take pride and place with my others. Thank you so much. Okay, so I've had a little closer look, and he has sent me a stunning 10th ounce 3/9 fine silver coin. It features a stunning design on the reverse. I mean, just look at that. Absolutely stunning. A really beautiful piece. Isn't it incredible how the detail in something so small can be so fine and stunning? Really nice. Now, I'm going to be honest, I actually don't know what this coin is. I'm not going to try and pretend that I do, but it is a stunning coin, isn't it? The detail, it's got some sort of Mayan feel to it, an Egyptian sort of feel. I may get butchered in the comments for this, but definitely let me know, 365, in the comment section below. But thank you so much for that. That's really special. All these gifts are truly kind of you. I really appreciate it. So A big shout out to you, 365 Days of Silver, a good friend, one of the biggest YouTubers in the precious metals community here in the UK, and he is the leader of Stackers Social. So make sure you check it out. It's well worth it. I'll be there in the moderators forums and the chat groups, and I look forward to seeing you there. I'll leave a link in the description. Thank you very much.